I fell in love with the Kazakh language and culture of the Kazakh people after reading the novel of Mukhtar Auezov, The Way of Abay. These are the words of Shushan Khachatryan. In the circles of Turkologists of Armenia, she is a truly unique person. Except Shushan, no one else knows Kazakh language in this high school. On the basis of the famous epic linguist wrote and successfully defended a number of scientific papers. Her doctoral dissertation is also associated with creativity of Mukhtar Auezov. I am completely devoted to my scientific work on the Kazakh language, history and culture of Kazakhstan. I understand that I'm at the very beginning, but I really want to learn how to read Kazakh books in original language. It is a beautiful language. I encourage myself to study it. There is a lot of wisdom in every word, every phrase. Experience of Shushan is now very necessary for Vardan Papikyan. He is a senior student of the Faculty of Oriental Studies of Yerevan State University. He wrote a thesis on the topic, The History of Alash Orda in the Literature. The topic is complicated, but I like to do research work. I plan my master's thesis on the future to connect with the literature of Kazakhstan. There is no problems with information search today because digital libraries are open, and if there is a need, I can go to Astana. I want to get some impressions of the capital of modern Kazakhstan. In general, new knowledge, new languages means that you are improving yourself. I aspire to it. The undergraduate student takes the example of Shushan, who knows 5 languages: Armenian, Russian, English, Turkish, and Kazakh. There are 3 years of studying textbooks, literature, and training in Astana under his belt. I was lucky. I took a 3-month internship at the Lev Gumilev Eurasian National University. I managed to find a lot of friends, and you know what's important? Every day while getting to know new people, I realized that this is the people described by Mukhtar Auezov, by Abay. Everyone was very responsive, everyone always was ready to help, everyone was friendly. Even though I was there alone, I did not feel lonely. Only after visiting Kazakhstan, I learned about a real hospitality. The Center of the Kazakh Language, History and Cultural Activities has been in the main university of Armenia for 5 years. A unique educational project got its start thanks to the close relationship of representatives of scientific circles of both countries. Study of the Kazakh language in Yerevan State University has received a strong impetus through the teaching of the language by professors from Eurasian University. Teachers of the university lectured and conducted special courses twice. The only problem is language practice. Unfortunately, there is a very small amount of Kazakhs in Yerevan, and therefore it is hard to practice Kazakh, develop, improve my speaking abilities. I find a lot of digital programs, interactive communication very helpful, but it's still not the same. I want to once again go to Kazakhstan and then share my knowledge with the students, with those who are also interested in Kazakh language. There's a lot of work in front of me, a lot of research work, but to me this science is easy because it is interesting to me. Yet it is very urgent, as we are partners at the Eurasian Economic Union. I think my knowledge can help in establishing business relations of citizens of both countries. 25-year-old Shushan Khachatryan spends her entire days here in the center of the study of the Kazakh language, history and culture, collecting the crumbs of new knowledge. This room for her is like a little corner of a distant country which is thousands of kilometers away from Armenia. Everyone can learn Kazakh language here. Now, the list of students includes about 20 people. This linguistic center, by the way, is always visited by the famous Kazakhstani writers, diplomats. If they are in Yerevan, they also help to replenish the training resource fund with new artistic and scientific literature. Therefore, Turkologists of Armenian alma mater don't doubt the effectiveness of their work.